Ah, yeah. Mornings like this, I feel 500 fucking years old. Ah. Jesus. Jesus. Whew. Oh, yes. Morning time. Let's go to work. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go and grab my laptop from work. Saturdays these days, what I tend to do is I do all my timesheets, or finish my timesheets on a Saturday and pay the staff. This week's gonna be mental, this week's pay, because I have essentially almost doubled the hours that my staff are available in store. It's coming close to Christmas. We are less than a month away from Christmas now, and along with that comes increased traffic. Just you reverse into the main road here. Increased traffic, increased thefts with that. So to remain more vigilant, we've just doubled up on staff, which is costly, but I don't know what's more costly, allowing thefts to happen and this idea to manifest in the minds of these little bastards that we are an easy target. I don't want to give that impression. So what I'm gonna do is double up on the staff, so it sends out a message that says we are always in store. You cannot take the piss. We will always be at least 2 members of staff upstairs. And we're not a massive store, that's for sure. That's for sure, we're not a massive store. So anyway, fucking world do we live in now, huh? Twitter freedom! I've tweeted a couple times, but I've not just completely ignored the existence of Twitter like I have done over the last few years. It's become so fucking woke! This little bazash the other day, right? This little bazash, she, he, they, them, there, whatever the fuck. I responded to her post. So it's on my Twitter account anyway. It's on my shop page because I don't give a fuck. She's posted about a strain called giraffe pussy and how that is bad for females. She's obviously a 3rd wave, 4th wave feminist psycho, and she said we shouldn't use terms like giraffe pussy because you're gonna alienate all the women because of giraffe pussy. Why call it giraffe pussy? Why would a strain ever be called something pussy? Now, aside from the obvious fact that pussy stinks, aside from that extremely obvious fact, the first thing that came to my brain was Pussy Willow. So I said as much. I said, well, what about Pussy Willow? Why are you not out there attacking Pussy Willow? You fucking single-minded person who can't get out of the little hole of being offended. Why don't you go after something else? Something a little more commonly known, like Pussy Willow. Go attack Pussy Willow. Why are you not on a fucking nature site? I didn't say all of this. This is what's going through my head. I did say, what about Pussy Willow? Like, why don't you go attack Pussy Willow? What about that? But I woke up in the morning, I was banned. I'm like, there's no conversation with these people. Yeah, if you're all outright attacking and shit like that, and it's just nasty slurs coming out of your face, then fair enough. You know, I got banned on LinkedIn for saying the word shit. And when I looked and my account was banned, I messaged him and said, why have I been banned? And they said, well, you've not actually broken any rules or terms of condition, because I'd said that someone was full of shit. Full of shit. I said, you're full of shit. Because they had a third-hand story of something that happened to somebody else. And I said, look, I want to find out firsthand. Until then, to me, you're full of shit. So they clicked my thing. He said I'm full of shit! He doesn't believe me! So they've clicked that abuse button. But when it's gone to Twitter, when it's gone to LinkedIn, they've accepted it. They've gone, yes, clearly it's abusive here. He's called you, he said you're full of shit. That's clearly an abuse there of some kind, but we don't know what kind, because I've broken it down. I've said, is it bad to say that somebody is lying, that you feel that somebody else is lying? Is that bad to say? And they said, no, that's not breaking a condition. I said, okay, is it bad for me? Is it illegal for me on the Twitter sphere to say the word shit? Is it the profanity? And they said, well, no, it's not that at all. And I said, well, what is it that I've broken? And they're like, well, you've not actually broken anything specifically. There's no rule that you've broken. So in order for me to get my account activated again, they said that all I had to do was accept the terms and conditions of LinkedIn again. So I said, well, I accepted those terms and conditions when I first signed up. Nothing's changed. So obviously my account hasn't been reinstated because of that. So the world is just too fucking woke as far as I am concerned. That's what I believe. There's too much nah, 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 and then can't do anything about it. And to me, a nah, 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 nah is a girl being able, or they, them, they, don't care. A girl, a biological looking female, she said nah, 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 by going, why do they have to call it giraffe pussy? And I'm offended. And what about feminists and or females? And why would you shut down your demographic? But then soon as somebody else goes, well, why are you concerned about it? What's the concern? There's other things that you... Well, one person can go nah, 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 but the other person can't go nah, nah, nah. Right? So this whole like, you know, I'm going to speak until you speak. And when you speak, you're going to shut me down. I don't get it. I don't get it. So yeah, I'm quite happy to see all of the Twitter stuff. That's been really, really good. Refreshing. And Elon grew up down the road from me, probably about 40 miles away. I think he was from around the Pretoria area. I was in Benoni. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. I get it. We both grew up in the same sort of time. We both grew up at the end of Apartheid. We both grew up with that sort of shit on our doorstep, in our lives, in our world. We understand the integration between humanity. We know, we've been there. We've seen the world coming together again, and, you know, joining hands in a place like South Africa. We've seen it. We've had to watch people who believe one thing and they march through the streets for it. No violence or anything. I grew up in an era of you protested and you said what you fucking said, and people either listened or didn't listen, but nobody fucking cancelled you. Nobody went out and stopped Nelson Mandela from going down. Oh my God! Imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if the world actually hated dark-skinned people, which is a total fallacy. People genuinely hate white-skinned males, yeah. Imagine if it was switched around, and in 1993 and 94, we were stopping the protests because it hurt our feelings. Imagine if white people stopped the protests, who are a minority in South Africa. Imagine white people stopped the fucking protests in 93 and 94 because it hurt our feelings. That's what's going on in the fucking world. That's what's going on. No debate. Only one-sided fucking stories. You can see I could go on about this topic for ages. However, I'm pulling into work. I'm gonna go and get my laptop. I'm gonna go and get the timesheets. Gonna say hello to whoever's in the store, and I'm gonna go home, sit on my couch, and maybe watch the great outdoors with my daughter if she wants to watch it. With what's his name? Is it John Candy and somebody else? Can't remember. I keep seeing it. I'm like, oh, I really need to watch that. That looks like a lot of fun. Oh, these car parks are getting tighter and tighter, aren't they? And Ross. Yes, we know all about it. Yes, you beep and I beep and we beep together. Fantastic. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking shit. 10 minutes of it. Hope you all have a good day. Rock your life. Hey, you've only got one of them.